Assalamu alaikum. Book recommendation. A book I recently read called The Negro in Arab Muslim Consciousness by Dr. Abdullah bin Hamid Ali, who is a Black American Muslim scholar from the United States. He traditionally trained in Maliki fiqh. I believe he studied in Morocco in North Africa. He wrote this book. It's a great book, well researched. Highly recommend this book, about blackness in the Islamic scholarly tradition, where he examines the perception of blackness amongst many of the pre-modern Muslim scholars, whether they are legal writers, like jurists from the Maliki madhab, the concept of blackness, what many scholars of the past have said about the skin color, the complexion of the Prophet, peace be upon him. He also talks about some controversial issues, such as the idea, unfortunately, in the Maliki madhab, there are some opinions that a black woman is considered to be less desirable, and she's considered to be amongst the ignoble class, the Daniya, as opposed to the Sharifa. And some Maliki scholars of the past, they said that because black women are from the ignoble class, that they don't require a guardian. And he came across this when he was, I think, an imam in the US, and someone asked him for his religious counsel, where a North African man wanted to marry a Black American woman, and the North African man was claiming that the Black American woman doesn't need a wali. He doesn't need to seek approval from the woman's father, because according to his understanding in the Maliki madhab, black women can get a guardian from anyone. It doesn't have to be their father. So because of that incident, and there was another incident where a North African man wanted to marry a Black American woman, but he wanted to share the expenses, or they were married. But again, these were a couple of incidents which inspired Dr. Ali to write this book, to research this book. Again, it's highly recommended. This is the second edition, which is available from Lamppost. Again, like I said, it's well researched. It talks about a number of the unreliable and fabricated hadiths about black people, which many of the scholars like Ibn al-Jawzi and Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah declared to be fabricated, but unfortunately many of these hadiths were still widely circulated. Some of these hadiths stated that black people are prone to commit zina. Some of the hadiths that said black people are deformed. Again, these are not authentic hadiths, but again, this is an excellent book, and highly recommend this for every Muslim to read, especially black Muslims, to understand what Islam says about the noble status of black people in Islam, as well as debunk many of the anti-black sentiment which unfortunately is prevalent in the Muslim world and in classical Arabic literature.